Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about the mod for City Skylines 2. So there are two ways to use the mod. One is you download manually and install it, and the other one is using the Thunderstore app. So to get the Thunderstore app, you just need to go to thunderstore.io and click the Get app. Once you finish downloading the Thunderstore app, you just need to run it. The only thing that you need to check is the I accept the terms. The rest are optional. And then you can click next. Again, this is optional. Or you can click at the control app, or you don't, just click next. The mod manager will download and install it automatically for you. Now let's launch the Thunderstore mod. It might take a bit of your time for the first launch, and it depends on the CPU you are using. For your information, I'm using the Gen 11 Core i5 with 16 gigs of RAM. Now, when you are in this screen, you will need to search for the game and just search for the City Skylines 2. And select the game, click on what platform you are playing. I'm playing with Steam, so I'm clicking Steam. Here we can create the profile if you want, and you can create the profile to suit your current city. So you can create a different bunch of profiles to suit your needs. And my city here called Islandia, so I create one using the Islandia. I don't have any mod yet, so for example, we just go to get mods and I will look for Anarchy. And once you find the Anarchy, you can just click on the mod and click the download button. The good thing about Thunderstore is you can download with dependencies and Thunderstore will manage it for you. So you don't need to worry about downloading a wrong mod. Once done, you need to run the game by clicking the modded button here. So you don't go to the original shortcut for your City Skylines 2, but instead you go for the modded button there. And you can choose whether you want to resume or you want to play a new game. And this will be on your screen, but don't worry about it. So now we are in the game, and of course, if you are an experienced player from CS1, when you talk about mod, the first thing you have in mind, I might think it will be Anarchy. So with Anarchy, you can do bunch of stuff, sometimes crazy stuff, but most of the time, like this one, when you build a roundabout, normally you cannot place anything in the middle, but looks so freaking damn empty, man. So why not plant a tree or something? And even if you want something crazier, you can do something like this. Let me find a statue or something. Since CS2 has no custom asset yet, so I might just use the original bronze statue from the CS2. And of course, without the Anarchy, you won't be able to place this. Yeah, the road will not be working right now, but this is just an example. So now this case, I'm sure it happens a lot to all of us players of CS2. This is when you want to delete a section and the game won't allow you to delete it. So here's the example. You can see here that I cannot delete whatever I do. I cannot delete it. Now with Anarchy, you can do it. So even if this is a very annoying thing without the mod, once you have Anarchy, you can solve this pretty simple. Just click on the bulldozer and just delete it. Easy. And now let's move on to the other mods. So I still have about 5 mods to show to you guys that I think will be useful in City Skylines 2. And this one here is one of my favorite mods. If you watch my tutorial on how to build a key wall and retaining wall, with this mod, it's pretty simple. You just need to click and that's all. So here I click on the key wall. So you see there is a key wall here when I remove all the extra land. So it's easy, just one click away. What sort of things that normally takes your time and sometimes make you stressful doing it, then now it's only one click away. Okay, now let's move on to the next thing, which is retaining wall. So as you know, if you want to build a retaining wall, you normally need to have a land that is quite high next to the road that you want to build. And when you drag the road, you will create the retaining wall. But with this mod, all you need to do is click on the road that you want to have the retaining wall, and then raise the land next to the road that you want to have the retaining wall. So it's easy. So this mod is one click away for several things like key wall, retaining wall, bridge, even the tunnel. I will not explain the detail of bridge and tunnel. You might want to play around with it and get familiar with it. So I think I'm just going to skip for the next mod. Okay, so let's move on to the other mod. This mod is called 529 tiles, and as the name suggests, you don't need to do anything to unlock the 529 tiles if you have this mod. So you just need to select on the unlock all tiles and it's done. You got the whole 529 tiles for you. No need to buy the tiles anymore. Whether you start a new game or your current existing game, you can start with the 529 tiles. There are few other options here, but I will not go into those. And if you play City Skylines 2 before and get up to the Megalopolis, you will know that you cannot unlock certain tiles. But with this, you don't need to worry about it anymore because it automatically unlocks for you. So you just continue to play. Have you ever had a dilemma of wanting to build your industrial, but the resources that you need is not in the area that you want to build? So with extra landscaping tool, you can control where you want your resources to be. So to use it, you just need to throw it. Let's say you want it around here for the ore, you can just throw the ore here. And there, you have it. It suits your need, it suits your designated area you want it to be. So this will be a very much helpful tool. Alright, so if you watch my video on the developer mode, you will know that you can port the building like using the Rico mode in CS1. If you play enough CS2, you will know that Sometimes when you assign a plot, let's say 6 by 6 for the commercial, but it turns out that it pop up like 2 by 3 or something, right? So normally what you do is you keep delaying it until it turns out to be the correct size that you want. But with this mod, you can search the exact size of the building that you want, and then you just plot them. To access it, you just go to the Find Stuff button on your top left and you type it. And once you have your building, I mean the building that you want, then you just plot it like a Rico mod in CS1. So it's easier and it can fulfill all the plot, because normally you will have like 1 or 2 row or column that is not filled with anything unless you delete the building, the current building, and then let it find let it rebuild until it finds the correct size that you want, right? But with this one, you don't need to. You can plot with the building that you want, with the size that you want, and that's it. Now, of course, beside buildings, you can also search for assets that are available in City Skyline 2. So, for example, you want to search for a bench or gazebo or whatever that you want to beautify your city, you can do it. Now, to install it, to place it on whatever the place you want, you might need the anarchy to be on. With the combinations of both Find Stuff and anarchy, you can create a lot of custom things that might be useful to make your city looks beautiful. If we are talking about traffic in CS2, I'm quite sure that you might have lots of complaints. Back in CS1, traffic was also one of the problems until TMP helped solve almost all of your traffic problems. We don't have a TMP here in CS2, but the best we can get is this traffic light enhancement mod, and as the name suggests, it only works on traffic. So unlike TMP that will work in every type of junctions that you have, this one, if you want to use it, you have to use the junctions that have the traffic light. To access it, you just go to the road services and click on the traffic light icon there, and you can start to manipulate traffic. So you can choose whether you want to allow turning on the red, which means for one who's turning left, on my case, or maybe in your case, maybe turning right. But that's one thing you can do, traffic light manipulations. So it will help to reduce the queuing in the traffic light. Now I activate the turning while red light is on. You can see that for those who want to go straight, they will still queue, but those who want to turn left, they will just turn left. So that's one thing that can help to reduce the traffic. Of course, this one works best when you have like 2 or 3 lanes. Because if you only have one lane, so it's very hard to control on the traffic. But I think one of the things that good here is that you have the exclusive pedestrian phase, which means that the pedestrians, which normally they will cross wherever they like and whenever they like, right now they have to wait and they have to queue for the traffic light before they can make a cross. So that's one good thing. And the other things that we can do here is the line direction tool. So you can choose whether this line can go right and left, or only go left, or only go right, and vice versa. So play around a bit with it, and when you're familiar with it, I think it should be no problem because it's no rocket science. And this is the last tool that I think you guys might want to have. This is the better bulldozer. So with better bulldozer, you can delete lots of things that you were not be able to delete previously. So like this one, I can delete the tile, and of course I can replace the tile with whatever I want. But the main point here is I can delete the tile. With this, you can replace the looks of your building, parks, whatever. You can make sort of custom looks for those things. So let's say here you want to have the dress type is different. So this is a very powerful tool. I think you can create lots of new images for your screen. And of course, the other things that interesting in this model is you can relate teams or the vehicles that blocking. So if you find a vehicle that blocking and noise you causing traffic, you just delete it. So it will be very simple. To show you, this is one of my video that's showing the stupid AI in this game. You can see here that these 2 SUVs are blocking the road, right? So it's causing the traffic everywhere, not only here. You can see in my previous video here. So the point here is, with this mod, I can delete it. See? Start moving. Now the traffic is okay. And that guy was so eager to move, and he was literally flying. Alright, so that's all for today, I think, because this is quite a long video right now, and see you. Bye bye.